welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm Turbo John. We're down at Dragwire Solutions. We are working on the race car. Austin has got this thing set up, so he done all the fuel lines, all the oil lines. This looks amazing. So if y'all need anything wired up, hit him up, Dragwire Solutions. He does wiring, Holly, Fuel Tech, Motec, any of the fuel injection systems. He also builds custom Brown and Miller lines. So that's what he done on Randy's. We were also having an issue with our drive shaft sensor, so he was able to figure that out, and so he's got the drive shaft sensor stuff working for us now. As a user error on our part, it is what it is. While it was here, I'm glad he was able to figure it out for us. Check it out. So if y'all need any wiring or plumbing, Dragwire Solutions, hit up Austin. Make sure y'all go to his YouTube channel as well, Dragwire Solutions. He's going to be posting content on there as racing season picks up. Give him a follow. Comment, like, and subscribe. We're going to try to get this thing cranked up today. Fire in the hole, hopefully today. We'll see how it works out. Hang on. This thing turned out amazing. It looks really, really good. It's all Brown and Miller line. We pulled the turbo off of it because remember, we're going to cut this off and re-support it. So we actually just got that done. We did have this thing stripped out too, so we got a new fitting. This is the Summit fitting, but it's made by Black Sheep Industries, I'm pretty sure. It's got the O-ring on it, but we still put a little bit of silicone on it just in case. So this is what we were struggling with. This thing works good, but the problem is there's a problem. That may be a little close. We may have to clock the turbo at a little bit different angle, but this just for some reason was not lining up, so we're going to do a different mount on supporting it. There is all the lines. So this is all the very flexible Brown and Miller crimped ends, and it has, this is like a fire sheath on it, so you can't burn it. It does not catch on fire. Should be very resistant. This is a heat sleeve they put on it as well in the high heat areas. So all the fuel line stuff is done. Same way we talked about it, same way we had it plumbed before, essentially, but now we got nice flexible Brown and Miller lines. Super lightweight stuff too. So let's get the turbo. We're gonna get the turbo mounted back up real fast. And just got a couple things to finish up with lines. Austin finished all the wiring for us. Just a few things to finish up, and then it's gonna be ready to go. So we're really excited. Appreciate Austin getting this thing sorted out. So check this out. This is Joe Batista's car. He had the Nova before, and this is Bambino. So here's a sneak peek at it. So it is down here for wiring. Yeah, this is Matt Lawrence and these guys. They actually got runner-up. Actually, they got third, technically, I guess, at the last race, at the King of the South race that is happening in the next little while. And he said he was okay with me posting the first sneak preview. So y'all go make sure y'all check them out. Matt Lawrence and those guys, super good dudes. Been racing forever, and this is going to be an amazing car right here. The build on this is just insane. So Bambino, if you ain't never heard of it, you heard of it now, and I promise you, you're going to see this car in the winner's circle a lot this year. So Lance, how's your car coming?
I don't know. I haven't seen it in months.
You talking about that car?
The storage unit over there, or the one that's got a motor in it?
Oh, I forgot. That's the old Tin Soldiers car that's just sitting there.
Yeah, don't post that. They might get mad.
I know, right?
Yeah, they made our car storage unit.
It's a storage shelf.
It's a shelf with wheels.
It's a shelf. That's what. See that? Look, I ain't the only one. It turns into a shelf if it just sits there. But so he's got the blue Mustang, big block Chevrolet twin turbo. Yep. It's ready. Joey just got that one all back together and running.
Ready to race now.
So it'll be coming out soon. So the blower car is back together.
Yep.
So it's ready to go almost. All we got to do is get the wiring guy to get everything sorted away.
So it'll be another 12, 14, 15 years.
You think they give each other a hard time? What do you think? Randy, you excited?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know what I'm excited for. As soon as we get the snow out here, it's going to rain for 3 months straight every weekend.
I hope not. Well, we're traveling.
It's going to rain out.
So are these Randy's plugs?
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at.
So they took the heads, and so this was a RaceFlowDevelopment. Now that is a Hemi plug, Hemi style. Why do you think they did that, Austin?
No idea.
Me either.
I just wire cars.
So I have no idea why we went to a Hemi plug. Now Austin did give me some interesting information. He was burning stuff up on nitrous with a regular NGK plug, and they switched to an NGK, that 6061, and they stopped blowing up cars. They were able to turn all the nitrous on. So apparently there is something to it. I don't understand. I mean, I guess it's because the strap is maybe smaller and it doesn't retain as much heat, possibly. I don't know. It's kind of above my pay grade. But anyway, what he did to make them fit is it's a 13/16 head. And so Dan at RaceFlowDevelopment, they ground this all out so we could get the bigger head in there. Now, I've heard of people taking that big one and sending it off and getting it machined down to a 5/16 head, but I don't know. Okay, so we're fixing to slap this thing on, get this thing on real quick, probably move this just a little bit, get a little bit of angle on it, and we're going to put some fluids in it, and then we're going to prime it all up, and then we're going to get this thing started. Hang on. All right, boys, so we've about got this thing ready to start up. Just a few things here. Randy's putting oil in it now. Austin was just giving us a secondary spring to help close the throttle, which is good. We have not had that. So we did end up moving this just a little bit. So now we got plenty of room here. The line ended up being a little long because he had set it up. We were trying to get that on, but we didn't get it on in time. But it's fine. It looks great. I'd rather have it a little long than a little short. So I think it's going to work out. So putting oil in it, we're going to prime it up. We got this Peterson primer. So we did go ahead and mark the harmonic balancer. I don't know if y'all remember that or not, because the other side is super difficult to see. So basically it's on 0 right now. So this is actually 0 on this Chevrolet balancer marker, the timing pointer. So now that'll make it a little bit easier for us to check the timing. So all we got to do is we got to do cam sync. So we got to back the motor up. It's real easy on a small block Ford. Back the motor up to on the compression stroke, 195 degrees before top dead center, and then you take the cam sync, and basically this thing turns this way. It's counterclockwise the way it's turning in there. So the way I do it, it's a little bit opposite from what MSD recommends, but gives you the same result. We want it on digital fallen. So I turn the cam sync clockwise, which is opposite of what the actual rotor turns. And what that does is that simulates the rotor turning. So I'm turning it, the LED, the red LED is on when there's no magnet. When the magnet hits, it turns the LED off. So you turn it until the LED goes off, and then once the LED goes off, you continue to turn it, and then once it comes back on, that's the falling edge of the magnet. So you turn it back just a little bit so that it comes back on, and then the cam sync is set. Normally it's pretty easy and straightforward. So that's what we're going to do. So all we got to do is we got to do that, get on compression stroke, set the cam sync. We're going to prime it, and then once we do that, it'll be ready to crank. All right, boys. Well, Austin really screwed it up. We ain't got no fuel. It's the wiring guy's fault over there.
Oh, Lord.
Just kidding. Randy told me that he didn't have fuel, and I had fuel, and I was supposed to bring 5 gallons, but I was not reminded. I was busy reminding him to bring everything, and I didn't remember that I needed to bring something. So yeah. So
No fear.
we got this thing. It is on 195 degrees top dead center. Like I said, we just got this done. So I think Austin and them, Lance, they got some fuel here. Or DJ, he's here too. He said he's got some too, not too far away. So we need to prime it up real fast, and then we're going to get fuel in it, and hopefully it'll crank. Oh, you got some?
I got an empty can.
Oh, empty can.
I was just gonna make it look like.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's pretend.
Let's prime it up. You Photoshop that in there.
All right, Randy, see how much oil pressure we get. That in?
0.
We have any oil leaks?
I'm scared to look.
We might not lose the oil pressure sensor back there. We're going down. The oil's going somewhere.
I don't see any leaks. Is this a temp sensor on this thing? It's plugged up.
Yeah, this is temperature. All right, guys, so we just hooked the laptop up, and the laptop gave us 80 pounds of oil pressure. So Randy's got that race pack dash. So normally it works pretty good, but he's going to let me turn the power off too, because we did have the power on when you plugged it up earlier. Maybe it sent an air up through there. So he's going to unplug it and then plug it back in. So there's been some questions too. This is all glass car. I don't know if y'all noticed. Factory floor, factory firewall. Factory A pillar, factory B pillar. It does have mini tubs on it. I ain't gonna climb up under there, but there is factory frame rail. I don't know if you can see that.
All the way back.
It is mini tubbed. Actually, it's full tub now. Is that full? Is that a mini tub? Well, yeah, because the factory frame rail's still there. Yep. So it is mini tubbed, and then it's got 4-link. But the actual lower and the upper control arm points, upper torque boxes, are in the car still. So I know there's been a lot of people that said all steel, all glass, you know, what it should be, what it shouldn't be. This is kind of what all steel, all glass initially started out as for this type of car. Now, granted, we got a pretty cool motor in there. I was going to show you in the back. It's got stuff right there. But this is like 100%. This is all steel, all glass, what it should be, in my opinion. All right, boys. So we got oil pressure. It was just apparently the connection on the back of the dash is not real good for some reason. So, but it's working. So now he's going to put transmission fluid in it real quick. And once transmission fluid goes in it, we've already set the cam sync. This thing, we need to prime the fuel. We need to get the air bubble out of the fuel pump system real quick. That shouldn't be too bad. And then we'll be ready to fire this thing.
Right? I guess on the safe spot behind. Right in front of it.
Hold on, I need you to look at the fuel pressure and oil pressure.
Me?
Yeah. Computer's over here in his.
That's a safe spot. Let's take a break. The exhaust only points that way.
Put the ignition on. Turn it on. Did they download from the computer here? That was.
Be careful that gallon of transmission fluid.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right, we're about to see if we're close on the 180 off or not. All right, fired up.
As you can see here, Austin has zero faith in my cam sync setting. He is hiding from the potential fireball behind the post on the lift.
Oh, did it?
We got fuel, we got black. Let me open this back door.
All right, boys, it fired up. Fire in the hole. We had oil pressure, we had fuel pressure. It was idling like 1,700. So Joey is going to idle it down a little bit. I don't think we got any vacuum leaks. Apparently it was a little rich, according to Austin over on the side there. I don't see any vacuum leaks. You see any vacuum leaks? I don't see any. It was idling like it was like. Is there any plugs in the back of that intake that maybe we left out? I don't think we took any of that out. Sounds like it's got a vacuum leak. I mean, as far as the way it's idling so high. Is it not hooked up?
There's a Allen plug missing out the bottom of the wastegate.
At the bottom?
Right here.
Okay.
Is that water or air?
That is the compressor side.
The bottom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a plug's missing a little.
Okay.
That's a vacuum leak.
Yep. Is there one?
Vacuum leak right there.
Wait a minute. Because that goes to the vacuum source.
Right?
Yeah. Because it goes up here.
It ain't water cooled, right?
No. Well, what? How long? Apparently, did you take those out?
I took them out.
God.
I need
Okay.
them to help wire the
It's the
plug.
wiring guy's
Oh,
fault.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we got to get some
I put them in
plugs.
here.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, hold on. All right, start it again, Randy. You got the ring too, let's do it. Oh, you just want to bring it this one. Oh, okay.
Oh, you turn it on.
Go ahead.
Did you get it from ECU or SIM?
Get it from ECU.
Did you get it working?
could not get this cap off.
Really?
Yeah. What was the?
Oh. It's supposed to have a vent on it?
Well, that's what we used to have a vent on it, but we took it off. I think
It's supposed to have a vent, right?
it is. Did we run that last time?
Pretty sure.
So we need to take that line off for right now.
It's kind of a lot of fuel. I'm going to throw this in as often. You can keep it all. Kind of like the chicken. I can get it, but I had to try the spring fell off.
What happened?
Spring fell off.
Only put one in.
Spring flew off. me from the methanol fuse.
Is that what it was?
You left and I suddenly couldn't breathe.
It's killing me. Clearing the nostrils out.
Yes, for sure. All right, boys, we've made some progress. We did just find a problem. Austin, what did you find?
Just a small, tiny little oil leak.
A small, tiny little
Not
oil
even a
leak
big deal.
that is kind of a problem to get
It's a
to.
small problem. We might can show them where it's coming from.
So this is not the wiring guy's problem, but y'all see that adapter down there? That is the turbo oil feed, and so to make it fit, that's been like that forever. And there's a couple fittings that are welded and then ground down. Is it leaking from the end one or the front one?
It's the front one right here. Yeah, right here by the block.
Okay. Oh, so it's all the way up there.
It's cracked on the bottom side, and it's just pouring oil.
So you can see how it was welded and then barely fits in there. And we've never really been a fan of it, but it's always worked. And
I think if you look, I think it's touching the block.
oh yeah, it does look like it.
Yeah,
it's
over time, it's
kinda
probably
close,
just
yeah.
worked its way.
But yeah, it was clearly welded and ground down to fit.
Yeah, for sure.
So apparently the vibrations have gotten us.
They got a hold of it.
So
It's
now,
making so much power now that I plumbed it,
Right.
and it probably just cracked it.
so that's probably what it is. So what we're going to do, the solution is, since that is a really hard thing to get to, the only way you can get to that fitting is to take the oil pump down. That's not very good. Like if you just need to tighten a fitting or something,
You can't get to it.
it's not serviceable.
I forgot to tighten it. I had to take it all back apart.
Right, been there, right? So, and it wasn't leaking earlier. So it just all of a sudden started.
Yeah.
So apparently it just lived its lifespan because it wasn't leaking, and then all of a sudden Austin was like, we got an oil leak.
It started pouring.
And we just cranked it up while he was under there, and it's pretty clear that's where it's coming from. So our solution is we're going to take this line off, we're going to plug the block, and then we're going to put a gauge
The gauge port adapter.
port adapter. Yep.
We'll run our number 6 line right around to it.
So I got plenty of line, plenty of length, so it'll be fine. And the good thing, like we were talking about earlier, that's filtered oil, so it's better for the turbo, honestly.
Well, yeah, it's getting it before the motor gets it.
That's right. And that's what if y'all on my car, that's what we do. I put an inline filter to my turbo, which we didn't ever do that on Randy's.
That prevents that problem.
That's right. That's exactly right. We should have probably done that on this one because that is oil. Although it's from the galley right there beside the feed,
It is.
so it may not be getting it before the turbo gets it. Possibly. I mean the bearings, but just to be safe. But it's always good. So all right, guys. Well, I guess we're done. Austin, I appreciate it.
No problem.
Got it fired in the hole, baby. Let's go. So yep, that's right. It looks
I
good.
would say no leaks, but
Good. No leaks on your part,
small leaks.
but not from your stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And that nice. So yeah, so we're hopefully Randy's gonna go ahead and take it home today, and next week he'll be messing with that, and then we're gonna get us a dyno appointment. Had good fuel pressure, good oil pressure, everything seems to be pretty happy. So like I said, if y'all need anything wired, if y'all need any plumbing, hit Austin up, Dragwire Solutions, baby. Let's go.